Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is making waves across the political landscape, and you won't want to miss this. Let's talk about how black activists in California are warning Governor Gavin Newsom about a direct impact on Vice President Kamala Harris's presidential campaign. Yes, you heard that right. So here's the background. California's legislature recently approved some proposals aimed at returning land or providing compensation to families whose property was unjustly seized by the government. But, and it's a big but, these bills stop short of offering widespread direct payments to African Americans. Two more bills, SB 1403 and SB 1331, were also on the table. These would have set up a fund and agency to oversee reparation measures. However, they didn't make it through after some heated debates and protests. State Senator Stephen Bradford, the author of these stalled measures, believes the bills failed because there were fears that Newsom would veto them. Bradford felt it was crucial to pass this legislation, calling it a debt owed to the descendants of enslaved people and black Californians. Assemblymember Lori Wilson, chair of the California Legislative Black Caucus, confirmed that the Black Caucus themselves pulled the bills, saying they need further refinement. She emphasized that this effort was always meant to be a multi-year process. Meanwhile, Governor Newsom hasn't commented on most of the bills, but his administration has shown opposition to some. Now, let's dive into the protests and reactions. Black activists gathered at the California Assembly, expressing their outrage over the stalled reparations bills. They argued that the bills had enough votes to pass, and accused Democratic lawmakers of being scared to challenge Newsom. One activist highlighted the global significance of California's actions, stating that the world was watching, and that the outcome would directly affect Vice President Harris's presidential campaign. Assemblymember Reggie Jones Sawyer, who is black, described his bill to issue a formal apology for discrimination as a labor of love. He drew a powerful connection to his family's history, noting that his uncle was one of the Little Rock Nine, a group of black students who needed federal troops to escort them to school in 1957. Despite the controversy around direct payments, Newsom did sign a $297.9 billion budget in June that included up to $12 million for reparations legislation. But there's a catch. The budget did not specify how the funds would be allocated. This lack of clarity has further fueled uncertainty about Newsom's commitment to reparations. Looking ahead, the failure of these reparations bills has sparked a debate about California's commitment to addressing racial injustice. Activists argue that shelving these bills shows a lack of political will to confront the legacy of slavery and discrimination. They warn that this inaction could have significant political consequences, especially for Vice President Harris, who is seeking re-election. This debate over reparations is part of a larger national conversation about racial equity and social justice. California's decision to create a task force to study reparations in 2020 was seen as a landmark move, prompting other states like New York and Illinois to follow suit. The task force's final report, released last year, included over 100 recommendations for lawmakers, highlighting the complexity of the issue. Despite the setbacks, advocates for reparations remain determined to push for meaningful action. They argue that California has a moral obligation to address the harms caused by slavery and systemic racism. The outcome of this debate will have far-reaching implications for the state and could serve as a bellwether for the nation as a whole. So, what do you think? Will California step up and lead the way on reparations, or will this be another missed opportunity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on this developing story. Until next time, stay informed.